Settle down, circuit nerds. Today we're going to talk about the Pinnacle V2 from Wampler Pedals. Welcome back to Man the Helm. If you guys don't know, my name is Jake. I'm a guitar player, but I also run a small podcast called Man the Helm. It's music-based, but it's more about taking, control of your life, driving it in the direction you want it to go. But today, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this glorious little piece of kit right here. Quick disclaimer, I am not being paid from Wampler. This was not given to me. I bought this with my own money. It's the predecessor to my favorite pedal, the GearBox, that has never left my board, so I wanted to run it through its paces and see what the big deal was about. So full disclosure, I didn't originally play the version 1. That was supposed to be like the brown sound sort of thing, that Van Halen, like classic rock sort of thing, This takes it up a notch. And how does it do that? It has this awesome EQ package where we have bass, middle, and treble, as well as a sag control. So as you can tell, it has two different switches. We have our main bypass and a boost switch. Now on the main side, or I guess if we were looking at the pedal, the right side of the pedal, so this side over here, that's going to be the most of your gain right there. That's going to have your bass, middle, treble, the gain, and the volume. But what's really cool, this awesome little switch right here that can go from vintage to more modern sounding. Then on the right side of the pedal, you also have this glorious boost where we can either boost the gain or we can boost just the overall volume. That being said, it's a very versatile pedal from anything, like I said, from classic rock to more modern. So let's run the Pinnacle through its paces, shall we? For the playthrough, I will be utilizing my awesome 2017 Gibson Les Paul Traditional. That'll be going straight into the Pinnacle Deluxe V2. That will be going into my Black Star Club 40, and then I have the emulated speaker output going into my Focusrite Solo. There'll be a little bit of reverb from the amplifier itself, but everything is how I'm hearing it through my monitors. So just for a quick reference, here is my clean tone. All right, so we're going to start off with pretty much everything up the middle. We're going to start on our Pinnacle side, not the Boost side, and we're going to have it in the vintage mode. So let's click that on. Might have to adjust for volume just a little bit. Also, the sag switch is not engaged. All right, now let's see what some more modern stuff gets us. Let's put everything back at noon. Flip the switch up to our more modern side of things, shall we? Feel like we kind of have to drop it into D. Let's try some boost on it. So we're just going to use just the gain at first and see what that does for us. All right, let's switch it over to the boost side now. back over to the modern and see how that kind of, or more vintage, I'm sorry. Alright, let's check out the sag control. So I'm going to take off the boost, maybe bump my gain up just a bit. Well, I can definitely see why Andy Wood was using this pedal a lot. It has a lot of control, especially on the EQ. The gain has a very good sweep, wide range of stuff you can get. Definitely that more like classic rock thing is in there for sure. With a different guitar, the more modern stuff, like dude, you could totally play some like hard rock, metalish sort of stuff on this for sure. I'm sure that it's not the go-to for that sort of music, but you could definitely achieve it. But anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. It definitely helps out quite a lot. Check out the podcast, do all that stuff. It's a good time. I also do have a Patreon if you guys would be interested. It's mostly based towards the podcast right now. I'm trying to think of some other tiers that I could maybe bring up along to kind of have some extra stuff for the YouTube side of stuff. Haven't really had a good idea of exactly what I'm going to do just yet. So if you have some ideas for that, drop them in the comments down below. If you also hated this video, drop it in the comments down below. Tell me I'm a freaking idiot. I love it. Got to get learned somehow, and usually people on the internet are the best way to do it, right? Check out the Pinnacle V2. I will have a link down below to Wampler's website if you would like to pick one up for yourself.